Hi everyone, welcome to Beyond Decadent Planning with Erin. In this video today, I am cash planning for the next 2 weeks based on my final pay in August. I use a zero-based cash budgeting system, and what that means is that every dollar that I receive is accounted for and has a purpose. I choose this method as I had a really bad habit of seeing money in my account and thinking, oh, well, there's enough in there for my bills and then anything else that I wanted to purchase. Not thinking that even though there's money in there, it probably has a purpose later on that I need to do something with. So anytime something happened, like my car broke down or something of that nature, I would have to go deeper into debt. So this really caused me not to save anything, as well as go back into credit card debt, which is really frustrating because you spend a lot of money on different credit card fees. I've seen a lot of people have success with getting debt-free with this method, and I wanted to give it a try. I've been doing it probably now for about 3 months, even though I did try it at the end of last year. But I got out of the habit and never really got back into it until I realized I have a bunch of bills coming up and a lot of things that I want to do. And I need to start saving for that, and I don't want to go into debt. So how I make it work for me is that I actually plan out my family income every 2 weeks. All the money that I allocate to my bills really stays into my bank account. And then I pull out everything else that isn't for bills, withdraw it in cash, and then put it into envelopes labeled with a purpose. So this paper before you, I actually made myself using Excel. I like to have it in my planner so I'm able to kind of see what's going on with it. I use this and then another one in here just so I can keep track of all the money in my envelopes. I do have a safe, so my envelopes are locked away unless I need something from them. So this really just gives me a good opportunity to see what is in my envelopes. This page right here helps me when I pull the money out, what denominations I want to put into each of those envelopes. For example, my groceries, because I do this based on 2 weeks, I want to make sure that half of the money or the full amount is spread over 2 weeks. So half for the first week and half for the second week. So if it's an odd number like 250, I want to be able to have 125 and 125. So this helps me kind of keep track of what denominations I need to pull out from the bank and then which ones go in which envelopes. So today we're doing $150. So like I said, that is my amount after I have planned for my bills for the upcoming week. So we are going to, you'll see here the first couple envelopes that are categories, I guess, at the top. Those are my day-to-day ones. So gas, entertainment, groceries, restaurants, subscription, and household. So those are ones I really I'm dealing with on a regular basis. Now that I think about it, though, subscriptions aren't. So subscriptions I actually pay for on my credit card, but I cash stuff and budget $20 each pay just because at the end of the month, I will actually go and put that $40 into my account or on my credit card so that when the bills come out, I've already paid off the money in my account. And hopefully that helps me reduce the amount of bank fees or credit card fees that I'm paying. So let's start with that. So I know I definitely want $20 in my subscriptions. So I'm just going to put my total on here, $850, and we're going to minus out 20. So that gives us $830 to work with. My husband and I both have vehicles, so I typically, as I'm sure all of you know, gas is absolutely ridiculous. So we typically don't, he works from the home and then I only go to the office once a week. So we don't use a lot of gas. So one of us typically gets about $50 and the other one gets about 75. So for gas, it's going to be $125. Entertainment, there's nothing really going on the next couple weeks. My kids are starting back in sports, so really that's going to be our entertainment, driving them around to all the various activities. So I think we'll just put $20 in there. Groceries, I typically vacillate between 400 and 500. I have a family of 4 with 2 growing boys. So they eat me out of house and home every single day. So, and especially now that school's back in, I just need to make sure that I have enough, and I'm planning for lunches and breakfast and the millions of snacks that they go through. So I think we're going to put 460 in this week. I have some leftover staples, so I don't really need to spend a whole lot on that. As you can see, that's pretty much the biggest amount of my budget, which is half, so, or more than half, I guess I should say. And so it doesn't leave us a lot, but that's okay. We don't really do a lot of things outside of all of our kids' activities, so we're able to make this last throughout the 2 weeks. Restaurants, I think I'll plan for us to just have one restaurant visit. We don't eat in super expensive restaurants, so $50 pretty much covers us. It's for things like McDonald's or Freshie or something like that. So we are down to 175. I don't have a lot of household purchases right now. So household is really for things like laundry detergent or toilet paper, things that the whole household is going to be using as a consumable. So we'll go ahead and just put 25. I also use it as kind of a sinking fund so that I can save up for it for when I do have those big purchases. It always seems to land on the same time where I have to go and spend, like buy all the things all at once. So it's good to have a little bit extra in there towards the end of the month. The other big expense that I have regularly is medical. Even though I'm in Canada, we do have to pay for things like prescriptions. Even our work does cover some of the cost, but we have some pretty big bills for that. So I like to definitely spread that cost over multiple paychecks. Clothing, I think my clothing budget is pretty good right now. So I'm just going to go ahead and put 0 in there. Same with gifts. I have a lot of money in gifts, so I don't really need a whole lot there. Vacation. So I did set a goal for myself that in September, I want to save 200. Oh, I can't remember if it's 200 or 250. So I do want to use some of the rest of the $100 in that. Just to get a head start, because I only have 2 pays in September, so it's probably going to be a little bit more challenging to make my 250. So we're going to go ahead and put 40. Beauty, I don't really need anything in that. Christmas, I'm going to put a little bit in Christmas just because it is coming around the corner and I want to be able to give my kids a good Christmas. So this includes things like presents, as well as Christmas dinner and any other entertaining we do. So I want to make sure that there's a good amount of money in there and I'm not going into debt. I think I forgot to... So that actually only leaves us with $40. The other goal that I had is sports. So like I said, my kids are heavily into sports. And even though we've paid for all of the equipment that they all constantly outgrow, and they're ready to actually go and do those activities, there's still things like cash calls, tournaments. You have to pay for hotels and food when you're on tournaments. So I do want to save. And again, I can't remember. I keep getting the sports and the vacation mixed up. But I want to save about $200 for sports in September. So we are going to put the rest of that 40 there. So that means the rest of these envelopes get 0, which is okay. Okay. So for the rest of these categories, or sorry, not categories. So now I'll just have to figure out how I want to break this out. So gas, like I said, it's split between my husband and I. So we'll definitely want 150 and then 75. So I'll get 250s, a 20, and a 5. Entertainment's $20, so we'll just do 120. Groceries, again, we split that up, so we want 230 each one. So we can do 4 100s, 2 20s, and 2 10s. Restaurants is $50. So just in case we don't spend it all or go anywhere, we'll just keep that into 20s and 10s. Subscription, I'll just put that as a 20. And then household, so we put 25. So I think we'll make it easy on myself and do a 20 and a 5. Medical, this same thing, they're pretty big purchases when we go, so I think I'll just do a 50. Vacation, that's going to be 2 20s. Christmas will be 120, and sports will be 2 20s. So that is 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 3, and 4. Okay, so now I do realize I need an extra thing here just to count and make sure the amounts are right. So I'll have to add that the next time I do a print of these. So we're having 2 5s, which is $10. 3 10s is 30. And then I'm not great at math, so 13 times 20 is 260. 3 50s is 150. And then 400. So I'll just add all that up. And that gives us $850. Perfect. So we are done. Thanks everyone for watching. If you like this video, please hit that like button. And if you have any comments, I would love to hear them. I'm always interested in what method people use and how they're doing towards their goals. And then if you want to see more, I would love it if you could hit that subscribe button. Thanks everyone. Have a great day.